Little cat Sapphire is getting the lay of the land, getting her feet cold and wet on the snow. But she seems like she's having a good time anyway. I just have to keep an eye on her so she doesn't run away. She starts getting a little crazy. Huh, Saf? What you doing, kitten? I can hear some kind of a bird noise, I think. There she goes. Where is she? What is she doing? Oh, she's climbing the tree. Silly kitty. Did Sapphire climb the tree, Brisket? Where is she? Up high? I have my sunglasses on, so it's hard for me to see with the camera. She's gonna get schnozzled. Huh, Brisket? You love your cat friend. And I did notice over this way, there's a pile of dove feathers. So somebody got a meal right here. I better keep an eye on her though. And in other news, yesterday we went out to town and we got ourselves 4 totes from the Stanford General Store. So let the water harvesting begin. Right, Saf? Once she gets the lay of the land, I think she's gonna love it here. It's just so huge and there's no real boundary to stop her from wandering forever. Hi, little snow cat. Are you a little snow cat? We've done a few more improvements to the chicken palace. It's painted up on this side. We're catching some drip water for them. I'm overcoming my fear of power tools. I used the skill saw myself and I created this little shelter for them, the chick chalet, and we added a porch and a ladder and a sliding gate for them. Right, ladies? Right now, mostly they prefer to stay inside. but they'll figure it out. Right, girls? Buck, buck, buck. And even though it's cold and snowy out here, what a beautiful blue sky day and very still. Really appreciate that after that blustery weather condition that I don't like to name. I'm superstitious that way. You summon it if you say its name. Yep, they're thirsty. They were eating snow when they first came out. Like this one is. Right, marzipan. Come on out. Yeah, but now they have their chick chalet so that they can get out of the wind when they're in here, and it can also be put in the pasture run. So I think it's looking pretty good. Next thing to do to it, of course, is to add the gutters so that we can collect all that rain in our new totes. Also on today's agenda is to switch the 2 bucks and put the fertile sire, Juniper, into the roomier accommodation currently occupied by Devin. He's a sweetheart, but he doesn't make babies. And then tomorrow I'll be able to start putting the does to him. I want to start with Eglantine because she has done a false pregnancy and made a nest already in her house. Eglantine. There you are. She's so precious. I think she's ready to have a litter. Little one. We'll breed you up. I'm thinking that the silver gray grow out, we're going to keep him, and I'm going to try putting him to violet, and if he's old enough. Foxy is very cabin fever. She doesn't really like to be cooped up too much, so she'll be next. She's so cute. She's a good rabbit. I really like her. She's a good mama. These grow outs are getting pretty big, so we are waiting. We left our hopper popper at the old place on accident, so we ordered a new one. So 3 of these are going to go in the freezer, and this one, who I've named Larkspur, he's a keeper. He's the pale silver, and let's see if I can capture his blue eyes. Kinda, you can see how blue they are. But he's like his mother and his father. He's super mellow, and he's just a unique color, and he is a keeper. He's big, and I've named him Larkspur. So these guys, 3 of them are going and 1 of them is staying, and then hopefully the new cages and the barn improvements will be done this week. Right, guys? I think I'm the most spoiled wife in the history of the world.
Why?
Because you make breakfast every morning. You're amazing. I love you. And inside the living room, I did a little bit of rearranging, and I think we're probably going to end up keeping this sofa. At first, I really hated it and I wanted to get rid of it, but I like it over here, and we've actually sat in it. When it was over on this side, we never sat in it, maybe once, but covered with my cathedral windows denim quilt. I think it makes a nice little seating area. And then we moved the dog and the cat box over here, and we started a bunch of seeds, which of course need to be irrigated with Brondo. It has the electric lights they crave. So in this, I put a bunch of brassicas and then also celery, and I think Matt started some herbs in there. They have little markers. So celery, chard, broccoli calabrese, romanesco, cauliflower, pak choi. Can't read that one. I know there's amaranth and other things in there. And then Matt planted 6 packs of each variety that we have. I don't know what that is, but there's something sprouting here. I bet it's a weed seed. See that? That doesn't look like a tomato or a pepper. But we made this planting mix with about equal parts peat moss and native sandy loam. This has a bunch of radishes. Peat, sandy loam, and some rabbit turds mixed together. And we can look out the window. And one final improvement for the indoors is we've got this stereo that plays records, so I don't have to stream music all the time, and I've got my records, which is an old collection from the 80s and 90s when I liked difficult music. So I'm hoping to maybe pick up some records from thrift stores or Craigslist to update my collection. And evidently, some bands are putting music out on vinyl again. Well, anyways, thanks for joining us on the homestead. Cheers and blessings.